What's going on, people? It's your man the YB, back once again. So, blood fire, people, blood fire. Look at this guy here, man. Look at this guy, big bulbous looking ass, man. Martin Bacoli's white cousin. That's what I've heard here. I've heard you have what they call them. What them cats called? You know, when two black people have a white baby. What's it called again? That's Dave Allen. Okay. Martin Bacoli's parents. Dave Allen is Martin Bacoli's brother, man. That's the truth. What are they man called? I forgot what they called it. Albino. Never mind Rhino. Dave Allen. Yeah. Dave the albino. Rhino. Allen. That's what he is, man. Martin Bacoli's brother, man. Look at this guy here. He out of shape. That's what he is. Let's get to the weigh-in anyway. Albino looking ass. Where is it? Listen. I'll tell you right now what happened. And I have to be honest, some cat in the comments said, YB, watch the press conference. Look at his face. And I commented saying, yeah, man, he looking. I thought he's going to come in and shake his face. Look, even here. The bone structure on his face, when he doesn't have his top off and or doesn't have a scale on him, his face structure, I thought he'd lost weight and I thought he'd been playing possum this whole time. That's what I thought. I thought, fair play, Dave. Oops, busted. You got me. You've really worked hard. And it's all been a shtick to catch Johnny Fisher slipping, and I'd have honestly loved for that to be the case. Anyway, this is what we got instead. Let me zoom in for you, man. Pause. We're going to get to the actual official weigh-in, but you best believe he coming heavy, man. More or less his record, the heaviest last 5 years. That's the truth. But before we get, come on, let me zoom in some more for you, man. Pause. Let me zoom in some more for you, man. Pause. Right now. That's what we're fixing to do. Right now. I ain't playing with you no more. I'm tired of playing with you, man. That's what I'm tired of doing. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. Yeah? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Belly hanging over the shorts, man. Belly hanging over the shorts. Oh, but YB, he coming in for power. People. Bacoli's the king of... Oh, I'm coming in for power. How'd that work for him? Jack was no good himself. You're slow as... Dave had the slow feet anyway. It's like... Dave Allen's like... Imagine Canelo was 260, 70 pounds. That's how it looks. Yeah? And that's Canelo, pound for pound skills. Dave Allen's like... The British level Canelo plus 100 pounds in weight. Anyway, let's get to the official weigh-in. And read the numbers out. Because I really did hope the best for this guy, but he getting washed is how it's... I don't think he'll get stopped, but I think it'll be a proper old school washing. I think Fisher's going to be on his P and Qs. P's. Anyway, I keep getting all over the place. Let's get to the weigh-in.
And out of the scale, the White Rhino, dazzling David Allen.
The White Albino.
265, bang on for the White Rhino. 265 for Dave Allen.
So, Dave Allen weighs in 265. In a second, I'll show you the relevance of that. Let's just get to Johnny Bosh's weigh-in quickly. I think somewhere.
Johnny Fisher. 245.5 for the Romford Bull.
The Romford Bull weighs in 245. Let's now look at the statistics of the situation we're in. I'll probably keep this up here. Look at this here, man. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. I'll zoom in one more time, just quickly. Pause. Let's zoom in on this dude. Pause. Yeah? That's what we're going to do. Just quickly. Because his face cucked me. That's the truth. I saw his face in the way. Look at the face. He's got good bone structure in his face, given his midsection. If you just took him from here, right, look at his neck and his jawline, you'd think, okay, this guy's in shape. And then, bosh. I'm not even sure. Could you see his dingling if you look down? Be honest here. Look. If you look at the tangent here. Let's do some mathematics here, folks. Look at this one here, look. If you draw a line straight, you can't see his wiggler. That's what you can't see. Call me a liar. You saw the line here. Yeah, light don't pass through solid objects, okay? His body ain't solid, to be fair. The light's got a chance getting through. It's soft, but still. If Dave Allen looks straight down here, he ain't seeing his wiggler, man. That's what he's not doing. He's wiggling down here somewhere. Yeah? Dave Allen got the pub belly. Okay? That's what he got. Anyway. Now let's get to the historical relevance of his weight. He weighed in, as you heard, 265. Soft. Yeah, he'd been hanging out on... Apparently, Martin Bacoli is vegetarian, but from what I've heard, Dave Allen's actually vegan. He's got the vegan gains, man. Martin Bacoli's a vegetarian. I've heard it all, man. Listen, man. I got a moody roof to sell your nan if Martin Bacoli's a vegetarian, okay? Anyway, where was we? We're getting to the historical and statistical relevance of this weight. Here we go. In the last fight against Johnny Bosch, 6 months ago, more or less. Yes, I think it's bang on 6 months. No, I think it's 5 months. Whatever, 5 or 6 months ago, he weighed in 257. So he's put on 8 pounds. That's a meaningful amount for a man who was preaching at the time, I wasn't even fit for this fight. So that fight, he was saying, my words, he was saying that fight was me at 50%. It was supposed to be his springboard. It was supposed to be his base to move on from to better things. He's gone up 8 pounds, people. Yeah. And he said he wasn't training hard in the first camp. So if you're not training hard in the first camp, and or you only had 8 weeks, and or you've been coming off a long relative top level layoff, how do you put 8 pounds on from training hard? I don't know. AJ is 6'6", bone dry lean. And for his best fights, he's been around 240. He fought Usyk in the rematch at 240, man. 6'6", muscular. 6'6", muscular. Thick legs. How are you outweighing AJ by 25 pounds? I get it. Dave Allen's never going to be AJ, lean than that. But 25 pounds heavier than AJ? Dubois is like coming in 255. Big old Mandinga. How are you 265? Dubois never weighed 265. AJ's never weighed 265. Damn. Fury. Yeah? The big baller boss himself. I think he fought Wilder, and Fury's like 6'7"-ish. I think he fought Wilder at like, what? Let's have a look quickly. For argument's sake. Even Fury, who's known to be out of shape. But to be fair to him, inch for inch, Fury's lighter than Dave Allen. Fury's 6'7". So naturally he's going to be heavier. And he's got a massive midsection. I think Dave Allen's got, he's got warthogish legs, to be fair. But yeah, look, Fury fought Usyk in the first fight at 262. Oops. And we weren't that happy with that. 262 he fought Usyk at. Chisora 268. So you're fighting at Tyson Fury's weight, who's known to be out of shape. This is crazy, man. This is, for a man who got slow feet, the last thing you want to do is pile even more weight on top of that. Yeah? Anyway, let's get back to Dave Allen a second. So he's just weighed in 265. His last fight was 257. And the last time he weighed 265 was literally... We're talking about 7 years ago. 7 years ago he weighed 272 against David Howe. Now, that fight was in Walsall, at the Walsall Leisure Centre. So you'd assume that wasn't a big fight. He probably really did roll off the couch. And even then he only managed 272. This was your big fight, Dave. This wasn't Town Hall, Walsall Leisure Centre. How were you 7 years ago? He fought Leroy Thomas at 236. And I think he must have done something for that fight. It ended up in it was a bit stinky in the end. I think it was an injury or something, or a head cut. 250s. I don't think there's no reason for Dave Allen to be more than 245, and I'm helping him there at 245. Fury fought Vlad at 247. Big old 6'7"-ish dude, 6'8" dude. 247. Yeah. Foreman, I think when he was young, he was like 225, 230, man. What these guys doing? You're not as big and strong as Foreman. It's laziness, man. That's what it is. It's laziness. And Dave Allen came out. He didn't mention my name, but he was, come on now. Come on now. These are Dave Allen's bars. We know who he's talking about here. I'm not even just saying that. You listen to the bars here from Dave Allen.
I'm seeing. I listen to people's opinions. I like to listen. Sometimes you can learn something. Some people listen to are knowledgeable. Some people listen to like some YouTube, like YouTubers. Fuck me, I haven't got a clue. I listen to some of the stuff. I'm not going to mention the name, but they're terrible. But I guess sometimes I talk about world class fighters on here, and they might go, "Fuck me, wish Dave Allen would shut the fuck up."
So Dave, listen, the YB, what's that? What they call it? Slide digging. It's not slide digging. There's another word. Whatever the word is, man. That's a slide digging. There. I want the best for Dave. That's the crazy thing. Same as Bacoli. It's not out of people that have bad opinion. Well, not from me. I can only talk for myself. Me personally, mine's not from, oh yeah, let's laugh at Dave. I want the best for him. I want the best for Bacoli. I want them to lose. If they're going to lose, knowing when you're 60 years old and or 50 years old and or having to go back to work because you didn't achieve what you possibly could have, you can sit there and say, listen man, I was all in, I wasn't good enough. Rather than, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda, probably should have taken this fight. The rest of your career sucked, fair enough. This was on a plate for you. This was on a plate. This opportunity was on a plate. All you had to do is lock in, man. I'm going all in. But someone in the comments said, I don't think Dave wants to be known as the guy who coulda, shoulda, woulda. If I had a trained, he wants to be known as that guy. Rather than go all in and potentially fail, he wants to leave some in or leave a lot back. He wants to leave a lot to be desired. So he can lie to himself, well, I could have done that. I would have beat him if I'd have trained. I would have beat him if I was serious, but I wasn't serious. It's like a cop-out. I'm not sure. I don't really get it myself. And the crazy thing is, I'd much rather be fit in a fight that I lose. I don't want to be losing a fight and blowing. For me, that's the scariest place to be. Tired and not fit in a fight, man. I'd rather lose. At least I'd rather lose and get tired, knowing that I couldn't have trained no more. I don't want to be tired in round 4 in a 10-round fight, knowing that I've left a lot to be desired. But anyway, that's Dave's. Oh, they're hating. Get in the damn gym, man, and do your job. Talking about Football Manager. Yeah? And really, Dave's, is it selfish? But it's arrogant. You've been given a wicked opportunity. How many of us can make 300, 400, 500 grand in one night's work? Or even if you say it's 4 months' work, who can do that? Very rare opportunity. And you've... Listen, is it possible Dave Allen goes in there and knocks Johnny Fisher out? Good for him. But even if he did that, he's proven it before. Even if he did that, it would be luck. Yeah, it won't be because he's planned it. Do you know what I'm saying? It won't be because he's set it up. Look at Lucas Brown fight. He has a good fight against Lucas Brown, and then he falls off. It goes to his head and he falls off the wagon. There we go. He beats Lucas Brown. That's his best fight, and he comes in with Dave Price and stinks the place out. That's Dave Allen for you in a basket. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that somehow he's put weight on and he's gonna knock Johnny Bosch out, and it's all great and it's all planned, and somehow he's heavy and conditioned. That's how they spin it. Oh, I'm heavier, but I can go all day. We've got the precedent for that. Bacoli's allegedly got a great gas tank. You can't physically get, no matter how good your gas tank is, if you're too heavy, you just can't get there. Bacoli's got a good gas tank. He just couldn't get on him. Someone who was more athletic than him, he couldn't do it, and or he couldn't maintain it. He put 1 round of pressure on. I think round 5 Bacoli did against Jagba, and couldn't follow it up. Had to have 3 rounds off. That's no good. Bacoli couldn't outbox Jagba. He was just so slow. He saw it coming from last week. And Dave Allen isn't as tall and as big built as Bacoli, so they're probably about the same weight. Dave Allen at 265 is more or less what Bacoli is at 300 or 290-ish. That's more or less what we're talking here. His feet are going to be so slow. And Fisher's come in about 4 pounds heavier. But he's fit. His 4 pounds heavier isn't... That is general fluctuation. Fisher was fit at 240 and he's more or less fit at 2 244, 245, whatever it was. There's no quibbling in that. Now, if Fisher came in 260, that would be something to talk about. He's not Fisher's just a trained man, and Fisher said, I want to put a bit more weight on so I don't get manhandled. And coming in 4 or 5 pounds heavier, that's about right for me. That's strategic. Dave Allen, who was already out of shape, already too heavy, already running out of gas, putting another 8 pounds on, that's the best part of 4 kilos. Another 4 kilos on your back. Your feet are even slower, your gas tank, all that extra weight has to be supplied with oxygen. Or your muscles do have to be supplied with extra oxygen to move that extra weight. Didn't have no gas in the first fight, and I think how it's going to work out. Dave Allen says, and I'll play it in a second. He says, yeah, well, I know this fight's, I'm coming for the knockout. Well, I've heard that too many times, I'm afraid. Like, I'm coming heavy, he's coming for the knockout. That's what a lot of kind of casuals think. But he's coming for the... It doesn't work like that, man. Otherwise, Bacoli and Jarrell Miller at 330 would just be coming for the knockout and knock everyone out, right? Everyone will be 400 pounds and just come for the knockout. It's ridiculous. And Dave Allen doesn't even have that come for the knockout style, if I'm honest. Yeah? Someone like Chisora, yeah? He has a come for the knockout type style. He walks in, slipping orthodox and southpaw to get to his opponent quickly and then lob shots over the top. Chisora relatively has a pretty fast approach. Dave Allen's more like Canelo. Orthodox pressure fighter. He's just going to plod and need to reset. And Fisher is young, he's hungry, and he would have smartened up after that first fight. And he'll be on, the first 4 rounds wait in the first fight. That's how I believe this thing will go for 10 rounds. Dave Allen's going to be even slower, even more tired. And Fisher's going to be on his P's and Q's. And he's going to be on the outside. And Dave's going to be finding it hard to get there all night. And then after a few rounds, going to get knackered. And then bosh. It's going to be Fisher on points, I've got. That said, because I am a cuck, I'll talk my gambling book in a minute, but I've cucked myself to Dave Allen. I'm going to be honest with you. Just the hope of it. I'd like to think he could do something, but if you don't really deserve it to do nothing, to be fair. But anyway, let's get to Dave Allen's thoughts on this fight quickly.
For Allen, 10 rounds for the live.
The main event, first standing by with Mr. Dave Allen.
I've got to say that they're a nice pair of pants, them.
Thank you. Yeah, very impressive, aren't I?
265, the heaviest you've been in a long time, maybe ever.
Yeah.
Can we look into that at all?
Yeah, if you look, I'm in very, very good condition. I'm here to do a job, and I'm here to do it as early as possible.
33rd fight, and you've experienced an awful lot in your career. This probably...
So Dave Allen said he wants to get the knockout pretty quickly. Is it likely? Fisher's going to be on his bike, man. He's going to be athletic, quick and hard to catch up to. Could Dave do it? I think Dave's best chance of clipping Allen, Fisher was in the first fight, man. I really do. And even that, apparently, that knockdown came from an unforced or forced type error. Yeah? It wasn't even a knockdown that came in a normal exchange. It came from Dave Allen saying to Fisher, oh, break. And Fisher being naive, broke, and then he whapped him. Again, that's lucky, man. That was your best chance, and you couldn't finish him then. He's gonna be respectful this time, and it's gonna be hard for Dave. Dave made a meal of it on his best day. Before that first fight, we said hopefully Fisher comes right at him, and he's gonna be right there for Dave to work, and that's what happened. This time's not gonna be that way. So Dave needed to be lighter and like a prime Canelo, cutting the ring off. Putting short shots together. Dave likes to do these big looping things where he kind of steps off the line, leans over and wings his right hand over. He's caught a few stiffs with that. At the end of the day, you couldn't catch a completely green Johnny Fisher with that in the first fight to any real effect. I think he won the first fight, but at the end of the day it went to points and Fisher should have been out of there. He should have been out of there. So, unless we see something magical... Dave Allen comes in there like Chisora did against Usyk and he's just wading in. Fair play to him. Dave's never been that guy though, I don't think. And again, the history of the situation is Dave has a good fight, which we even though it was allegedly a loss, but he has a good fight. with Lucas Brown, and then the next fight is a proper whopper with Dave Price. I think he prefers being the unknown quantity. Against Lucas Brown, he was the unknown quantity. And then when he's put on the pedestal, he's thinking the pressure of it is like, oh, he wants something. He wants to be known as the guy who's got no chance. And then he can do something. If there's a bit of a chance there, it turns him off. And I get that. I understand the psychology behind it. At the end of the day, bro, it's a fight, man. Go get it. What's the worst that's going to happen? He stops you. Whatever. You've been stopped before. Just go have a go, man. Just go have a... And the crazy thing is, these men who get in the ring here, once you're in the ring, just fight, man. Just treat it like another sparring. Just fight, have a go. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one thing... Oh, I'm scared to get in there. But once you're in there, man, just let it go. That's what... At this point, Dave's probably not fit. I'd tell Dave, just have a go, man. Leave it all out there. Go out on your back. That's my advice to Dave would be. Treat the first fight, even then, you didn't really want to go out on your back. It was like you were reserved. This fight, you've got a proper... It's me or him it. Yeah? Eubank Jr. And he was already paid. You ain't even paid yet. So you should really be hungry. You're fixing to do this. Dave Allen should pledge. I'm going, it's me or him tonight. I'm winning this fight or I'm spark on my back. Throw it all in there. That's how he has a chance of winning this fight. If he does what he normally does, plods, again, a bit like Canelo, a bit too cautious, and a bit like Canelo versus Skull. That's how this could look. Obviously, different circumstances completely, but in principle, it will look something similar to that. Dave is standing there. The difference will be Fisher will be touching him. I've seen the first 4 rounds of the first fight. Bottom line, that's what it will be. Let's get back to this interview quickly.
Safe to say is going to be the most hostile crowd you fought in front of. How are you going to prepare for that?
I'm 33 years of age. I've 32 pro fights. I've boxed around the world. Yeah, it's just another day at the office for me. This is the atmosphere will have no bearing on the result, in my opinion.
And how do you silence the crowd tomorrow night?
I'm coming to fight. I'm going to get going earlier this time. I'm coming heavier. I'm going to get the job done inside the distance.
All the best, Dave. Jamie?
Okay, thank you, Darren. Thank you, Dave.
I mean, it sounds good. I'm looking to get done inside the distance, but the best way to do that would be, look at Dubois, for example. Dubois could come in 280 and say, yeah, I'm looking to get done in the distance. Getting things done in the distance is about one of two things. Either landing a lucky shot, which I wouldn't want to train for that, which is what I believe Dave Allen's looking to do, or having consistent ferociousness, consistent pressure over the period leads to a stoppage. From a consistent point of view, you can't train for a lucky punch. Unless your name's Deontay Wilder and you're doing rigged fights / fighting bums. You can't train really for that. Oh, I'm going to line him up. That can happen. But the strategic thing to do is I'm going to plug away round after round and his legs are going to give out and his back's going to blow out. And it's going to be Diddy versus Meek Mills part 2. Yeah? I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong and Dave works it out. And I hope... I don't hope Dave gets lucky. I want the best man to win, to be fair. I don't want Dave to cash in with a lucky shot. I don't think he deserves it. That makes sense. If he does it, fair play to him. But I like seeing people's hard work pay off. And I think Johnny Fisher's worked hard, to be fair. He probably, at this point, we haven't seen the fight yet. Maybe Dave's going to have 10 rounds of gas and it's going to be wicked. And I was wrong and somehow he's conditioned the extra 265 pounds. Fair play to him if that's the case. We're not there. We don't know. But historically speaking, it's not looking good, man. Anyway, let's get to... There's a few bars here from Johnny Bosch as well.
This is what it's all about. I've got all these...
Right, what do you want to say to them?
Who's ready to come to the trenches with me? Is this not why we're here? You're with me every step of the way. We're going to do this together. Bosh!
What sort of lift do you expect them to give you, Johnny, when you're on that ramp making your way into the ring tomorrow night?
Listen, this is what it's all about. I've got all these people here. They're not just supporters, they're family and friends. And you are that 11th man, that 12th man on the pitch. You're with me, and we're going to get it done. Bosh.
Dave says he's come in heavier for this fight than he did 147 days ago in Riyadh back in December. He's come in for the knockout. What are your intentions tomorrow night?
It's not about what he wants to do, it's about what I want to do. And we're going to win at all costs.
Is that your promise to this crowd? I'll leave the final word to you, Johnny Fisher.
Listen, victory at all costs. I've been training very hard. and you give me that lift on fight night tomorrow. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, so Fisher doesn't commit to the knockout, which is what he was doing when he was punching up Alan the Cabbage Babbage. He was like, yeah, no, I'm coming straight in there, bosh, bosh. He's saying, oh, I'll get in, right? That's like, sound like Devin Haney. So that's his prerogative to do that. It's not what I enjoy watching, and hopefully the crowd can get them engaged. But I think people ain't stupid, man. Fisher's not stupid. He's not trying to go back to university courses, is he? He wants to make a career in this boxing game. So he wants to get past Dave Allen, full stop. And he's going to be cautious. And it's going to be hard for Dave to get in. It was hard for him to get in when he wasn't cautious, when Fisher was letting his hands go. So it's going to be a long night for Dave. And that moves me on to my final prediction. That's the other thing. If Dave said this, I have to knock him out because Matchroom aren't going to give me on the cards, and that's true. And on that basis, I've got Fisher on points. I don't think Fisher's not going to take enough risk. Could Dave jack again? That's always possible. Hopefully not, though. He said he hated it when he jacked before, so I wouldn't like to think he'd do that. But I got Fisher on points, logically speaking. Now here's my book. Here's my gambling book. Where is it? Okay, the first bet is we got $20, around $20 on the fight to go the distance. $20 on, it basically doubles your money. It's 1-to-1 more or less. So you put 20 on, you win £20 profit back. Again, Fisher's going to be so on his P's and Q's. Dave Allen's not going to be quick enough to catch up to him. I think points is a safe bet there. And it covers it either way. If Dave Allen was to win on points, great. And if it's a draw or if it's Johnny Fisher on points, that's that one done. I've also put another bet on here. Again, just over 1-to-1. So I put 40 quid down. It's probably a bit much to be fair, but I can't go back now. I can't even change it. It's one of them ones you can't cancel your bet. I put $40 down for there to be no knockdowns. So that's betting on the fight can end any time, but no one will be knocked down. So that's either Dave Allen getting stopped on his feet or Fisher getting stopped on his feet. I don't think Dave Allen's going to catch him again. Don't think he's going to catch him again. So that's my bet there as well. And then I've done a bit too much this weekend. It's probably because it hasn't been a big fight in a while. I've got another tenner on the fight going the distance. So we're about 70 quid now. And then I got a tenner on Dave Allen, but I think I'm going to take that off, to be honest. Tenner on Dave Allen, I just don't think that's... You can see it here, the tenner there. At 2-to-1. I just don't like that. Can Dave... I don't know what happened. Dave will catch him, but... Can a slower, heavier Dave catch him? I just don't see it, man. Sorry. Dave's stuck in his ways. History. Taking all the data in. It's not looking good, man. Now, if Dave came in 250, he'd dropped 8 pounds from his last fight. We might be able to look at something, but he's going to come in heavier, man. Come in heavier. I've also got about 80-to-1. I've got £1.50 on. Around £1.50. £1.50 at 80-to-1 on a draw. Bosh. So that's the best outcome for me. Hopefully it'll be a draw. Hopefully it'll be a draw, no knockdowns, and I'm caking. We'll rob the bank, man. So that's another little hedge there. Could be a draw. I mean, I don't see a stoppage at all from either. Dave's going to be too slow. Even if he wins on points, he's going to be too slow, man, to catch up with Johnny Bosh. So yeah, fight going the distance. I think that's a safe bet. And at 1-to-1, I mean, that's a 50-50 chance. Really? Is Dave going to stop him? It'd be super lucky, wouldn't it? Is Fisher going to stop him? Will be super lucky. Fisher couldn't stop him the first time, putting the hammer down. He's not going to put the hammer down. Can he kind of just touch him around and will that break Dave down? Could do. Maybe that's a better way of breaking Dave. I think Dave's got too much pride, though, to get stopped by Fisher. I'd like to think. But let's see the weight he weighed in, actually, for... Who's the dude he fought? He fought Fraser Clark. Oh, he weighed 257 against Fraser Clark and got stopped. Fraser Clark can't punch. That was more low blows though, wasn't it? I didn't think he really had a problem in that fight. But yeah, I'll probably... Oh, man, if someone gets knocked out, I've put too much money on this, man. If someone gets knocked out, I'm fucked. That's the bottom line. But they can't. Come on, man. They're not getting knocked out. Fisher's not getting knocked out. You know, I don't know why I've got so confident in no knockdowns for a heavyweight fight. But how many knockdowns is there really in heavyweights? Even the top heavy, it's quite rare, isn't it? It doesn't happen all the time. Look at Bacoli versus Jagba. Oh, they got big power, big mandingas. No knockdown, stinky. It could look a bit like that, to be honest, right? That's how it could look. I don't rate Fisher or Allen can really whack like that. Again, that knockdown from Dave was a function of the moody old schoolness whispering in his ear, break. That's my position anyway. Let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe. You best believe it'll probably be a 1-round knockout now. Spark KO on the floor. Bosh! All your bets bumped. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this. Some people stop it. Bosh.